A friend of mine came to me with a problem and asked if I could help out with a 3D printed design and part. Their Christmas tree has these brackets around the trunk of the tree, and they noticed that some of these brackets, this ring that hold the branches in place as they slide in, are getting rather weak and broken. This one's still here, but is actually coming apart. This one's broken apart, but actually still holds. And they wondered if I could design and print a bracket for the Christmas tree. We realized that there's a larger bracket for the bottom of the tree that has the longer branches and a little bit thicker rod. And then there's the top part of the tree that's a little bit smaller, and it carries the smaller branches and just a little bit slimmer rod, so that these holes are a little bit different in size. But we also, she mentioned that she had a part break before and then had someone design a 3D part and printed it already. So now we can take a look at this part, and similar to the original part, it has broken. This part has broken here. This part is still on, but you can see it's breaking apart there. One of the nice things when you see a part break, you can actually see what the weak parts are in the design. And we can see that this is weak in this area. This has broken away. Partly it's just, the weight that's pulling down is trying to pull it off. The other one look pretty good on this. So our challenge is, to look at this design, maybe see if we can make an improvement in it that would give it more strength. Interesting problem. Let's see what we can do to make a new part for this. I used Fusion 360 to design the bracket. Fusion 360 keeps a record of the timeline of the process, and I'm using that feature to play back the design and show you the final product as I completed it, and then gave it a nice appearance of color. Okay, you can see that this is the first part after I designed it and sent it to my printer. This has completed, and this is the larger diameter bracket that will go on the base of the tree and have the larger diameter branches that come into it. It's finished printing, and let's check it out to see how it fits on the brackets on the tree trunk and if it works. And here's our new piece. Let's try and see how this works and if it will fit and if the branches will all fit inside the little grooves for it. Okay, these parts are held onto the tube, the steel tube, through a couple of different holes and some pins that are driven in there. These must have been pressed in by machine. They were pretty well dug into there, into the plastic, down in the tube. And we will have to drill out a hole in our other piece because this doesn't have the hole for that pin. But we do have the pins out, and so we should be able to remove this now from the steel tube. so here's what it looks like in position. The larger bracket on the larger part of the tree, and got just 4 branches. You'll have more when it's all put together, but it's holding these well in place. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Here's the previous part that was designed and 3D printed as a repair for the Christmas tree, and just want to take a look at it and see if there's a way to improve it and to strengthen it, knowing that this part also did break, similar to the original ones. So I'm playing back the design plan of the Fusion 360 timeline, and I wanted to go with a conical shape and just strengthen the support area for each of the branches to maximize the holding power of the bracket as the branches lean out away from the trunk. Here's the final product after it's been printed on my Creality Ender 3 3D printer. So when my friend saw the design of the bracket that I had here, he said it reminded him of the Gemini spacecraft. Well, I guess it does. It's conical in shape, comes down to a nose, and hey, if the Gemini could make it to space and back and bring men into space and bring them back again and withstand all of the pressures and stresses, then certainly it'll hold Christmas tree branches, right? And here's the smaller bracket on the smaller part of the tree. I've got 4 of the branches in it right now. Some of these are the large branches that would go in the other bracket, but this is just testing it out. Yeah, it's holding them. All right. Yeah, I think that'll work. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Hit that like button down there. Also, we'd love for you to subscribe and get notified when we make new videos. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.